Let's plant some garlic. Hey everybody, welcome back to the garden. Today we're gonna get our garlic in the ground. Should be a good time. Come join me. All right everybody, first things first. It is October 18th today. So we might be behind the 8 ball just a little bit, but not too bad. But yeah, first thing we gotta do is discuss when to plant your garlic. The optimal time to plant garlic is definitely in the fall. For different zones, it's going to be different time frames. So zones 3 to 5, you're looking at late September to early October. 5 to 7, which I'm in zone 6B, you're looking from mid to late October. And then from 7 to 9, which would be like Dale down at Old Southern Kitchen and Garden, you're looking at late October and into November is when you'll probably want to start your garlic, start planting it. So another thing that you want to really consider when you're planting your garlic is where you're putting it. Right now I have a bunch of space because we just had our last frost the other day and things had to go. So you need to make sure that you have it in a spot where it's going to be good to grow from through the fall through to spring up until about mid-July. Well, that's for me anyways. So you want to make sure you got it in a good spot. That's not going to be, oh, I wish I didn't plant that there. Or in my case last year, man, I wanted to move a bed, but I got really lucky on where I put it. So make sure you put it in a good spot. Next, let's go over what we're going to plant for the actual bulbs themselves, or the seeds themselves. So what type of garlic am I planting? First thing you should know is there's two different types of garlic. There's hardneck garlic and then there's softneck garlic. First, the hardneck garlic is a garlic that has a woody center to it. The hardneck varieties are better for a cooler climate. They withstand the winters a little bit better, the harsher winters, I should say. They're good for about zones 3 through 8. Like I said, they do have a woody stalk that's hard in the center, and then at the end of the stalk, they will produce a scape that will, if you let it, it'll turn into a flower or a bulb. You can take those scapes off. You could use those in many different dishes. I take mine typically and I dehydrate them into garlic. The hardneck varieties don't last as long as the softneck varieties in storage. They also don't produce as many cloves. However, the cloves are a little bit larger. I do like having the larger cloves. I like a lot of garlic in my meals, so having the larger cloves is nice. Doesn't take near as many cloves to get that good garlic flavor I like. Also, the hardneck varieties do have a more robust flavor than the softneck varieties. So let's move on to the softneck varieties. The softneck varieties are going to have a bulb that has a lot more cloves in it. However, the cloves are going to be smaller. The bulbs or the cloves, those are going to be a milder flavor than the softneck varieties or the hardneck varieties. Well, we're essentially going to do two different types. The first type is
elephant garlic.
Yep, look at the size of that clove. These things are huge. Hopefully they get real big bulbs. We have not done this yet before with the elephant garlic, so hopefully they'll grow for us. Mm-hmm. The other garlic that we are going to plant are stuff from our garlic that we had grown this past year. I believe this is music garlic. So prep your garlic. Let's say I got a bulb here. I usually pick the biggest bulbs that I have because they'll have the biggest cloves. That's the hardneck from the hardneck garlic. It's like a big stick. So you're gonna take your bulbs and what you're gonna do, you're gonna get that root off of there. When you pry them open, you will have a clove. And each clove is going to have a pointy side and a bottom to it. You put it in the dirt, you put it in like this. Not like this, not like that, not upside down. Put it in like that. It's gonna be your best bet. Pointy side up. That's gonna probably be your only bet. So you might ask too, why are we starting with bulbs? Why do they call these seed garlic? Why aren't we actually planting with seeds? Well, seeds is kind of an outdated way of doing it. One, it takes forever. 2, you don't know what kind of product you're going to get from those seeds because it could be a cross-pollinated ordeal. 3, they're going to be really hard to get. 4, nobody just does it anymore. That's probably why they're so hard to get. This is the way to go. Go out and get yourself some seed garlic. I highly suggest Baker Creek. They gave me the elephant garlic I had, and I got quite a bit of it. Yes, it was a little bit expensive, but you know, this is a year investment that's going to last you longer than a year. I bought this garlic over 2 years ago, and I'm reusing from year to year to year. So that is the way to go. I mean, just make the initial investment, pay for it, get some good garlic, start off right. All right, next let's talk about bed prep. So this is a bed I had tomatoes growing in all year last year. There's still some tomatoes in there. So you will see a couple of those tomatoes still sticking there. I did have comfrey that I put on top of it. I'm gonna peel away the comfrey. We're gonna put down a healthy dose of chicken poo and a healthy dose of super triple phosphate. And that way we get that mixed in the soil. We have plenty of nutrients for the garlic to grow. Super triple phosphate will really help it because this is a kind of a root crop, and that helps out with root development. All right, got all the debris moved. We are, because I can't stand weeds, I'm gonna pick these guys real quick. We're gonna start planting. All right. One of the main things about these videos is I always have a video log of what I do in case I don't label something. So that way I know what's what. I can always go back and look and say, hey, dummy, you planted the elephant garlic over here, or regular garlic over here. So yeah, it gives me at least something to go off of. Now, the garlic needs to be planted. I usually plant them in rows. Plant them about 2 to 4 inches deep, just a little bit. And then supposed to plant them about 6 inches apart. Now I tend to do a little bit closer, but I don't know, we'll see. See what I got for garlic and how I place them all out. Let's get them all placed out before we bury them. All right, we'll do the elephant garlic first. Spread a little chicken poo love out there. And let's get down on these. All right, great thing about this guy, it's got inch markings on there. So I'm gonna go about 2.5 inches deep. And then, yeah, go about 2.5 inches deep. Place her in. Make sure you got the pointy side up. And I'll put a little super triple phosphate in there. We're good. Let's start with showing you up close. So like I said, you have the tip right here. That's the top. That's the butt. It's the top. That's the butt, the bottom. Take it. No need to till up the soil, keep the soil structure intact for the most part. Bury it in there. It's about 2 inches down. And then we just throw some super triple phosphate in there. And cover them up. Pretty simple. Next step is we water this in really well. Soil's been pretty dry here, so we're gonna get everything all really wet to get the garlic essentially activated. Yeah, and then after that, I'm gonna cover it back up with this mulch, and then I will probably go around. I got so much comfrey in the garden. I'll probably go around and slice some of that other stuff up real small so it has ability to poke through. And yeah, that will have a good layer of mulch on top of it. Now with hardneck varieties, I don't think you really need to have mulch per se. I've gone without mulch in the past, and it's just worked out just fine. This year I had the availability of the mulch, plus the mulch is going to add a lot of nutrients to the soil, so that's why I'm going to use it. Hey, if you like what we're doing out here, click that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Say hello. Most of all, if you really want to keep updates on how my garlic's doing, subscribe. Cheers, everybody. God bless and take care.